Happiness is an inside job. Don't assign anyone else that much power in your life. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Lissa. I am the soap chef here on this channel where we make all things with a rather good lather. Don't really know what we're doing today in today's video. I really have no idea until I get over to Creation Station. I have so many things that I need to get done. I've got a few flavors yet of lip balm that I need to restock. I've got my regular deodorant that I need to make. I already did the activated charcoal. I now need to do the regular deodorant. I've got soap up the wazoo that I need to make now so that it can start curing for when my season really kicks into gear. Speaking of the season, so April 2nd is going to be the kickoff of our season. We have our first event starting on that day, and then we're going to be going the entire season from April to the week before Christmas is our last event. In saying all that, you guys have seen me say in other videos that I'm not going as hard this year as I have previous years, and in particular last year. I'm trying to get this chair comfortable. The hell? I have like a pillow, like for a lumbar support back here. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why is it under my ass? That's not where it goes. Anyways, I'm goofy today, you guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I have talked about before that I'm not going to go as hard as I did last year because that damn near killed me and I can't do it again. That being said, this is not a contradictory statement. I did pick up a third farmer's market, but that was by design. And the reason why that is by design, because it kind of in a way forces me to not feel like I need to jump on every single event that happens every single Saturday. Because I already have a farmer's market on Sunday. I already have a farmer's market every Tuesday, so that's the two. And this other farmer's market that we just picked up, they've asked me to be a part of that for a couple years now. And I never really wanted to commit to a Saturday, because I want to leave that open so that we can go out and do events, fairs, festivals, events, markets, whatever. But then now, after analyzing last year, I'm like, yeah, you know, that probably might be a good idea. And this particular market, they don't, every time, you guys, when I'm filming, literally, oh, it's Mr. Soap Chef. Let's see, hold on, please. Hello, Mr. Soap Chef, we're taping, so we have to call you back. Okay, bye. He's such a sweetheart. Anyway, so yeah, so this particular market has wanted us for a couple of years now, but I wanted to leave that open, you know, just in case there are, and there are absolutely events every single weekend the entire year, but we are being a little bit more pick and choosy, and this particular market doesn't really require you to be there every single week. Come if and when you can. Now, I'm going to make a concerted effort to be there as much as I can, because I just think that that's the proper thing to do. You know, you don't say yes to somebody and then never show up. So that being said, we now have 3 markets. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, every single week. And then once a month on the second Friday, we have the art walk. And then we will be sprinkling in little events on Saturdays here or there. We're booked for April, we're booked for May as far as events are concerned. I only did one event. I only booked one event for June, because then I'm really going to start gearing up for all 3 of those farmers markets, which start in July. So busy, busy, busy. I don't know what we're doing today, you guys. What do you want to do today? I don't know. I've got soap up the wazoo. I've got the deodorant. I've got the lip balms. I need to make more pine tar soap. I need to make more melt and pour soap for sure. I'm getting really low on that. What else? Oh, I need to make freshies, get those done. And then I think I'm good. Then I just need to start getting my ass together and start, you know, really packaging and labeling and all that kind of stuff. I bought a new printer. I wish you guys could see. I could take the camera off of there. But anyways, I got a new printer, an Epsom, what is this? An EcoTank ET3850. And this was on Consumer Reports. It's a really good one. Plus there's a gal here who's a tech genius, and she's got her own website. Her name is Kim Commando with a K. Commando with a K. So if you go to her website, kimcommando.com, she talks all things tech. And this is the one that she uses in her office and in her business, and she raves about it. And so far so good. I really like it a lot, and it's going to save me a crap ton on ink. So that's good. Mr. Soap Chef, I have to call him back, as you guys just saw. He has been busy with the van that we purchased. Wait till you guys see it. Oh my God, you guys. I've said it before, so it's a medical transport van. And there's big, huge, long stripes going down each side. So he's been busy. He bought a couple of specialty tools to get those stripes off of there. He painted my wheels to be my brand color. And we're going to be getting the Soap Chef girl and the Soap Chef hat. And of course some lettering with our contact information on there. That's going to be going on there. Not anytime soon. We're still waiting on final quotes from the graphic designers, but that's coming along quite nicely. I did another mock setup yesterday of my displays underneath the tent, because I do this a lot. I change it up in my head, what's going to work and what's not, what's cool and what's not, how is this going to flow nicely. So I did another mock setup yesterday, and I think I have it down pat now. We're taking away one table, but we're adding a different table and a different station. So things are coming along. I'm really, really busy. I don't know what you all are up to. Some people, I have heard, your season has already started. So, damn, where are y'all that your season already started in March? Maybe you're down south or out west, but here in the Northeast, you know, we don't do anything here until April. And even then, it's a crapshoot as far as the weather is concerned. Like this entire week into the weekend is supposed to be rainy and crappy. So, bleh. Okay, without further ado. Oh, wait, you know what else I wanted to say? Those of you who watch me, remember back in January when I put a little goal for myself that I'm going to pick up a book, and I'm going to open the book, and I'm going to make an attempt to read the book. I just started doing that last night. It's March, 3 months later. But hey, it still counts. It still counts. I'm doing it. But yeah, I purchased a book, and I actually purchased 2 different books. Like they're counterparts to each other, really, in the same type of, they're the same topic. Let's put it that way. And so I did start reading both of them, actually. I opened up both of them to do some comparisons and stuff. It was so funny to me, because the very first thing, I'm reading the copyright situation in both of these books. And it's just so funny and ironic, and I was laughing out loud to myself. How are you going to talk about copywriting and copying and plagiarism, and the wording in both of these things is verbatim? Like, with the exception of like 2 or 3 words, that whole front thing there is like verbatim copied. And I was just laughing to myself, the irony of it, you know, but whatever. I just thought that was funny. So, that being said, let's go over to Creation Station. It's going to be a crapshoot, you guys. You know what else I have to do, which I've never done before? I'm not a melt and pour soap maker. I make melt and pour soap from scratch. I also use melt and pour as far as embeds are concerned, and the occasional bar of soap. If there's a really, really wonky FO or EO that just won't stick or is notorious for seizing, I will do a melt and pour, but it's far and few between. I think there's like just a couple of bars that I do that with. So what I need to do today is make a melt and pour frosting for one of the bars that I just made. It's a melt and pour bar, and I need to do a frosting out of melt and pour and probably like some foaming bath base, which I always make myself too, but I don't know how that's gonna go, y'all, because I've never done that. Obviously, I've done regular soap frosting and I've done bubble frosting for the bath bombs, but I've never done a melt and pour soap frosting. Maybe we'll do that today, and we'll see if we can triumph or fail together. Okay, you want to go get crack-a-lackin' and get cooking? Come on, let's go. So I haven't done an unboxing in quite some time. I've gotten quite a lot of things in. Matter of fact, the last shipment of stuff that I got in, I never did an unboxing from Just Fizzy Fairies. I got a whole bunch of vacuum molds from them for the end of the year towards October. Those are really cool. I've already demoed those and they're working really well. They may be a contender for Wild Time and Jody Hansen. Anyways, these are actually silicone molds from Two Wild Hairs, because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for Nurture Soap to restock their silicone liners, because I still have 2 of my wooden molds that I need new liners for. I can't use those 2 wooden molds because I don't have the liners, but I've been waiting for like over 6 months now, and I can't wait anymore. So what I did is I went on Two Wild Hairs site, because I know that they have those really sturdy silicone molds, and they actually have like 2 packs of them. And so my log molds are 18 inches long. They're 3.5 by 2.5 by 18 inches long. So they actually have 2 packs of 10-inch molds and then 2 packs of 8-inch molds. So between those 2, it will equal a silicone mold of the same length. So let's just dive right in here and see. I haven't even looked at anything yet. Okay. All right, cool. So, like I said, this is my packing slip, obviously. And so for the same, actually not even the same, for less of a price to get the 2-pack of the 8-inch molds and the 2-pack of the 10-inch molds for less than the price that you could get this for over at Nurture Soap. So if I was to buy 2 of these over there, it would roughly cost me around $65 for 2 of the 18-inch long 3.5 by 2.5. So doing it this way and buying 2 of the 10 and 2 of the 8, I saved roughly about $5 or $6, which doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but listen, when you're in business, 30 cents makes a big deal, okay? So that's pretty cool. All right, let's take a closer look at these. I've never used these type of molds before, these sturdy ones, you know, that have the ribbed edges and everything for stability. I've never used these. I've seen a lot of people using these, but I never have. So this will be interesting, you know, when I go to make a batch of soap. In essence, then, these 2 are going to make 18 inches. So that's cool. Wow. They're pretty sturdy. They're pretty rugged. That's impressive. I wonder how it is on molding these, if you guys have any experience with these. Now these ones seem a little more flimsy than the darker blue. They're a little less sturdy, I guess. But I'm sure they're going to work just fine, right? If you guys have any experience with these, let me know. The only other thing that I've gotten in recently as well, and I already unboxed these, sorry you guys, but I just placed a pretty big order with New Directions because I needed some essential oils really badly. So here is my haul from New Directions. What did I get? Lavender 4042. That's my preference of using. And then what is this? 5-fold lemon. And which one is this one? I can't read upside down. What is this? Oh, this is the rosemary. This should be lemongrass then. Yes? Yes, lemongrass. So that's my haul. And right after I did this, this was close to $300 worth of essential oils. And right after I did this, AVAT had a sale. Of course they did. I paid full price for these. Nah, doesn't that always happen? Oh well. Okay, let's get crack-a-lacking, you guys. You want to? Let's make some soap with some of this stuff, okay? All right, be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and already made the whipped topping here, the soap frosting using melt and pour and foaming bath base. And so the original recipe that I was going to use was really, really gloppy and thin. I mean, I don't know if that's really ever going to harden up. It's just, that's not going to work for me. So, like we always have to do, I had to tweak the recipe. So then I did another one, and that came out better. The consistency came out much better. So let's go ahead and do one together. And then I'll go ahead and tell you guys what I did. But we're going to take the heat gun and we're just going to make the top a little bit tacky so that this frosting can stick. Just a few seconds. All right, now I can feel that this is getting kind of hard inside of the bag. So we'll see how this one is going to go. I put a plastic tip on so that if I need to pop this into the microwave to soften this up a little bit, I can. But let's just see how this is going to pipe now that it's getting a little bit more hard. Right, it's not too bad. I'm squeezing relatively hard. But it is still coming out. It's still making, you know, the design that I wanted. Okay. And this is melt and pour soap. This is my own melt and pour soap that I made the base. All right, let's do another one. Gotta kind of be quick about this kind of stuff, so I'm only going to do a couple more on camera, and then I'm going to get going with the rest of these. So far this one is okay, but because I've had to tweak the original recipe, now the proportions are out of constraints, you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to go over to the desk and do the math and the percentages again, that's why I kind of have a problem with recipes that people sell or give away, for that matter. It doesn't really matter if they're selling or giving it away. And they'll give you, you know, the recipe A, B, and C, and let's just say it's, you know, well, A, B, C, and D, 25% of each one. And then you make that and you do the 25% of each one, but then it's not working. And now you have to tweak it, and now you have to add ingredients or take away ingredients. Well, now you've just messed with the 100% in your formula. And so now you have to go back and recalculate and take really good notes. Well, I added 1 teaspoon of this or 3 ounces of that. You have to write that down, then go back over and recalculate your entire formula because it's all off now. This is getting really, really hard now. So I may just have to go ahead and put this in the microwave for a few seconds. By the way, this is strawberry, if you guys didn't know that already. And these embeds are made with the melt and pour from scratch that I make myself. So all of this, the frosting, the foaming bath butter, the melt and pour, everything I make myself. Okay, you guys, so what I've done, the original recipe I'm not even going to give you because it makes this, and that's not going to work. I'm going to have to scrape that all off and just get rid of that. But anyways, it's just equal amounts of your foaming bath base and your melt and pour, 5% glycerin, and then I wound up adding 1 teaspoon of titanium dioxide because I wanted it to be really white. I added 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and I also added 4 teaspoons of egg white powder because that's supposed to help stabilize it and make it a little bit more firm. Okay, so I'll come back in a few seconds, you guys. Let me get the rest of these done, and then I'll come back and give you some final thoughts, okay? Okay, so final thoughts on this. I think eventually it is going to go ahead and set up. It's pretty sticky and tacky, but let me put another glove on. I already got rid of those other gloves. Hold, please. I don't even really need to put this on all the way. I just wanted to have a gloved finger. So like when I press on that, it's sticky and tacky, but it is firming up. There's a little bit left on the tip of my finger there, you can see. So we're just going to have to wait this one out. We're going to have to wait and see at least at a minimum till tomorrow, if not even longer than that, to see if these are going to harden up enough to be able to be packaged and or shipped. I had a bunch of extra, as you can see, and so then I just made little dollops of frosting that I can use later. Just glue those on top of whatever, you know, an ice cream cone that I make out of melt and pour, or a cupcake. So whenever you have any extra, just go ahead and do that. Just pipe it out like you normally would and let it dry. And then later on, when you need a whipped topping, you can go ahead and just grab one of those, stick some melt and pour on the bottom, and glue it onto the top. So I have to say, it pipes really nicely. I like the consistency. It's really creamy. I'm just skeptical on whether or not this is going to harden up enough. And so if it doesn't, I have to scrape all of this off and start all over again. But that's how it goes, you guys. You know, I see so many people trying different recipes that they find online and it doesn't work. And the original recipe that I was going to use did not work for me. So I had to tweak it, you know. So don't get discouraged, you guys, if things don't work right away. You know, just tweak it how you think it should be. And if you don't know how, just reach out and ask somebody. Everybody's always available to help you all out. So we're going to see tomorrow and beyond what this does, and if this is a good recipe or not. Like I said, I've never tried to make melt and pour soap frosting before, so this is a first for me. And if it fails, oh well, then we just go back to the drawing board, right? And then we start all over again. Okay, I think that's going to do it for today. We're going to set this aside and let it do its thing for at least the next 24 hours, and I'll let you guys go in, you know, in another video. I will let you know how this worked out. I'm not going to save the video, you know, for several days and wait to see what happens. I'll just mention it in probably next week's video, okay? So that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever it is. I was all over the damn map today with the intro and the unboxing, and then I didn't make what I unboxed, and now I'm making something new that I never did before, and I was all over the map today. But oh, P.S. I added sprinkles because, listen, who doesn't like glitter? Everybody loves glitter. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming by and watching another episode of What's Cooking. I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to do that. Please hit the like button and make a comment if you so choose to do that. That helps out my channel quite a bit. I appreciate you guys coming by, okay? But until we meet again, be kind, stay humble, and we will see you soon. Take care of yourselves.